North. What's up, Anime North? Hello, everyone. I am Sean Cass, and I'll be playing Super Metroid, the 100% category, so I'll be collecting all the items. And we will be killing the animals. Yep. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so first we are up on Sarah Station. We skipped a little intro text because we don't want to sit through like a minute and a half of talking, or reading for that matter. But we've gotten a distress signal after just leaving here, dropping off the last Metroid in captivity. So as far as we know, the galaxy is at peace, but all the scientists here are dead. And we go through the space station, wind up in this room, and here's the baby Metroid. But I can't seem to interact with it, at least. What are those eyes? Oh no, it's a Smash Ultimate character. So, Ridley has activated the self-destruct sequence, and we need to escape before we blow up the space station. The very first thing this game throws at you is an instant death sequence. Luckily, the timer is pretty generous. I'm just going to try to avoid as much steam as I can here. Get out as quickly as I can. Hopefully, with 44 seconds or more on the timer. We'll see. We did it. So now the real game begins. Also, that purple galaxy in the top right looks really awkward. Now we're chasing we're chasing the space pirates all the way over to planet Zebus. They seem to have taken up station here yet again. Their ship has crash landed here. And we're landing in the surface area zone called Crateria. First order of business is going to be collecting probably at least one of the most iconic upgrades in Metroid, the Morphin Ball. Just going to make my way through these rooms. I'm waggling my arms up and down on purpose. I'm not just bored. Every time Samus's arm cannon changes position, either from neutral to an angle or from angle to neutral, she moves forward a pixel. Alright, pitless. I was going to be embarrassed if I fell in one of those pits. Well, here's Morph Ball. We're going to be using this immediately and constantly throughout the run. And then a quick pit stop over here to pick up the next upgrade. The missiles. So this fanfare that you're hearing every time I pick up an upgrade is like 6.5 seconds long. With all 100 items in the game, that's about 11 minutes of listening to this fanfare throughout the entire run. You will be seeing me pass by some items. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting them, hopefully. I'll probably be sweeping back through some areas to pick things up more quickly when I have more upgrades. No, I fell in a pit. And another one. Right, this room is one of like the hardest in the game for no reason at all. It's just a bunch of wall climbing. I'm breaking spin and falling immediately. Oh my goodness, I can't seem to spin jump today. Alright, we did it. Oh my goodness, that's bad. Okay. Got a health drop. I really want to be full health. So there's the different colored doors. We've mostly only seen blue so far, but the red ones cost 5 missiles or 1 super missile. We don't have super missiles just yet. But here are the morph bombs. I can put down bombs now and destroy blocks. But I've been locked in here because this is a boss known as the Bomb Chorizo. Speaking of losing health, I managed to do it. Alright. Could have been worse. Could have been better, could have been worse. Alright, we are done with criteria for now. Just gotta get out of here. Alright, thank you, game. There we go. There's a strategy in this long sloping room called, it's like, the room's called Terminator, but you're supposed to just be able to hold the button and it just doesn't work sometimes. It's alright though. You're gonna take damage through all of these pirates. I don't want to waste my missiles on them. It's fine, we got plenty of health. I did just pick up the first energy tank. That increases my health from 99 to 199, and each consecutive one gives me an additional 100 energy. That is one of the 2 forms of health upgrades. We'll be getting another one in just a second here, a reserve tank. Love this tune. So that's our first sequence break right there. It's a mock ball. I'm maintaining run speed. Maintaining run speed while in morph ball, and it allows me to get under those gates there where you're normally intended to have the speed booster upgrade. So I get to pick up this reserve tank and a couple of missiles here early. Cleaned up this little area. Our next major upgrade is going to be the charge beam. That's coming up in a couple of rooms. Whoops. My health is kind of critical at the moment, so hopefully I can figure something out here. Whoops. Of course, a small health drop, not a big health drop there. It's not a mock ball. Yes, I did see that missile there, but I'm skipping it on purpose. We'll be coming back through here later. Here's the charge beam. It lets me charge my beam. Crazy. So since I picked up the super missiles early, I'm actually skipping a mini-boss that they're intended to fight right there. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay, got a health drop. That's good. Yeah, skipping a mini boss there. It's called Spore Spawn. Lovingly nicknamed the DLC boss because just about every category that doesn't require you to fight it skips it. Oops, went a little bit too far there. So you see I'll be taking damage on purpose a lot. This is called damage boosting, and it's really, really useful in this game. It sends you flying at one of the highest velocities you can achieve without speed boosting. Here's the Spazer Beam. This is utilized in the optimal any percent route. But we will eventually be picking up the Plasma Beam as well, which will eventually replace the Spazer. We're actually going to be taking Spazer on and off throughout the run to utilize special beam attacks, which are the combination of charge beam and any one other beam, and using a power bomb. Ah, man, I almost did that. So, here we are in Kraid's Lair. Still technically a part of Brinstar. Nice. That's a tough one. Bye, Mini Kraid. Bye, Mini Kraid. So I'm going to be doing a little setup here with the bombs. It's going to put me in a pixel perfect position. There's several pixels you can use, but this one is just convenient because the bomb puts you there. And hopefully I should kill Kraid before it can stand up. Alright, we'll try again. Kraid lets me. There we go, got the backup. Alright, we survived up to this point, so we're gonna get E-tanks and stuff now. Be a lot less scary. Now we have the Various suit. This is gonna up our defense and protect us from heat damage, which Norfair is full of superheated rooms. And that's where we're headed next. See if I can get a mock ball through this door. I think I went a little bit too far. Yep. It's a tough angle. Some more health. We have to come back here later because there is an item blocked by power bombs. But that's okay. We don't have to worry about that for like an hour. Get me out of here, please. Ah, no mouth ball. For shame. Alright, this is Norfair. We're going to be coming here 2 times total. Right now we're just cleaning up and picking up some upgrades. First stop is in here. We're going to pick up the high jump boots. I'm pretty sure you can imagine what they do. Let me in. Fresh pair of Nikes. Oh, I jumped a little bit early here. Just gonna get weird. Alright, not bad. Now we gotta make our way over to Bubble Mountain. It's called Bubble Mountain because it's a mountain made of bubbles. Oh my goodness. Little hidden missile pack here. This room is called Cathedral, I think because of all the spiky, like, these platforms. There's a lot of creative room names in this that are community made. And here we are at Bubble Mountain. This is a surprisingly difficult strategy to get through here. See if I can get it. Nice. That's tough because the waiver is is moving constantly, so if you mess up at all, you miss the waiver and don't get the damage boost. So one other thing you probably wouldn't notice that I'm doing the whole time unless you were already aware. The doors sort of need to center to a certain point on the screen before you can transition. Whoops. So I'm constantly, if I can, trying to enter through the door so that it's aligned on the screen at a certain spot. Otherwise, I'm going to lose time while it moves from above or below or side to side to get centered. Here's Speed Booster, arguably one of the coolest items in the game. Not only do I run really fast with it, I can also perform a technique called Shine Sparks. They'll let me travel upwards, horizontally, or diagonally upwards as far as the screen will let me, as long as I have the health to do so. It does cost health as you're using it. I'd like to get up to max supers here before I leave, just to be safe. Last thing we need is for me to be scrambling around for ammo. Hey, I missed that jump every single time in practice, and I got it. So now we're gonna skip needing the grapple beam and just use a wall jump here. Collect the wave beam early. Wave is probably the coolest beam in the game. It allows you, Samus, to shoot through platforms, but it also has the coolest special beam attack. And we'll be taking off Spazer to utilize Wave Beam's special beam attack for like at least 3 boss fights. Yeah, 3 boss fights. I bunked the door, that's unfortunate. So the optimal 100% route would normally not go and fight Crocomire here, but it sort of requires a couple of difficult tricks that I am too scared to attempt at a marathon, so I'm doing this route. Oh, hold. Dang, not quick enough. Sometimes you can use a super to knock that metal Nova off its platform, and as you're falling through the doorway, it hits you in the doorway, and you get the damage boost on the other side of the door. That's really cool. I shot that too early. You can kind of skip this extra arm waggle. This is Crocomire, the cutest boss in the game. Absolutely adorable, 10 out of 10 kawaii. So I'm going to use a charge beam shot here. And that, you heard a door sound. That's actually the door on all the way on the other side of this room opening up. And I'm doing that now so that I can Shine Spark through it later without having to shoot it and then Shine Spark. Makes it a bit easier. On top of that, I'm going to go for a glitch called Spike Suit. And... nope, didn't get it. You have to unmorph frame perfect when you take the spike damage, and then I believe it's either 7 or 8 frames later, press the jump button, and it stores a Shine Spark charge for you. Instead, I have to charge it manually here. Got it, though. It's going to get me over to this door more quickly and easily. And these are our first power bombs. These will be crucial for getting through certain blocks in the game that normal bombs won't open up, as well as opening up yellow doors. So here's a couple of really cool mock balls, if I can get landing. I didn't short charge there. Gotta jump up here. These missiles are called the Indiana Jones missiles because there's some enemies over to the left that you're supposed to use the grapple beam to get up here with. But that is like the intended strategy and way harder than just jumping up there and wall jumping. There's mock ball number 1. Got ourselves the grappling beam. This is one of the coolest items, but also one of the hardest to use items in the game. It is very unintuitive. Oh, we're gonna get the other one too. Nice. This is the coolest mock ball in the game, in my opinion. This room's called the sign room. Okay, I did not mean to like damage boost like that, but I'll take it. Utilizing the Shine Spark to climb up there. I didn't get any super drops, that's kind of mean of the game, but I'll take the health. We'll get some supers here instead. Be really careful about this super gate here, so I don't waste a super. Supers are like precious materials. Unfortunate drops. I think I'm okay. I'm down 1 then from what I would normally be, actually. I just got really unlucky. It happens, though. Go for another Shine Spark here. This one's called Alpha Spark. Bad. Nice and high, too. I have a good chance of getting through the door here. There we go. And then up Red Tower. So, now we're going to head over. Our next destination is Wrecked Ship and fighting the boss Phantoon. We're going to see our first X Factor. X Factor is the name of the wave beam special beam attack I've been talking about so far. Nice. I missed that a lot. So I'm happy to have gotten it now. Ah. I'm gonna do a cute little strat here where I use speed booster echoes to kill this guy, put a power bomb down. Oh, I missed one of the hoppers. The Shine Spark kill helps because if they all die, it reduces the lag that the power bomb causes. But we got at least some lag reduction out of it. My health is a little bit low, but it's not too bad. Should be fine. Maybe should have gone back for those cack attacks just to top up on supers, but we'll figure it out. Go for one of the dang it, one of the more difficult shine sparks in the run called Ocean Fly. I'm gonna try and use this missile to open up the door ahead of me so I can shine spark the whole way. That ain't gonna work. The missile needs to be almost all the way off screen to actually open the door in time. I'm gonna bonk into the door. That's alright though, it actually conserves some energy this way, albeit a little bit slower. Oh, that ain't working. So as you can see, there's absolutely no like power or anything, to the point that even the spikes don't hurt me. And everything looks pretty creepy. There we go. I was not meant to use a super there. That's not good. Alright. Sort of needed that super for this boss. I think I have a plan. So here's Phantoon. I'm just going to try and clear the flames. He has various patterns he can do of slow, mid, and fast, going in different directions. That was a slow. Slows are tough because he has tons of time to fill up the screen with all these flames, and they'll eat your shots. But I can also farm off of them, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, this is all messed up because I don't have super. Oh man, this is scary now. I mismenued because I'm used to having to go through the supers. It's fine, we're gonna be fine, I swear. It's dead. It's okay, we're gonna be getting an E-tank soon, and some drops from the boss. So I shouldn't be at risk of dying or anything. So now that Phantoon's dead, the power in the ship is restored for whatever reason. All the work robots are working now. Spikes actually hurt. Conveyors are active. All the enemies have changed. But it also means that all the items are available. Doors are open. And I just need to go on a collectathon. Okay. I took that room extra safe. Those platforms, when they do crushing damage, does 100 damage, which almost kills me. I do have a reserve tank, but I'd rather keep that energy in reserves at the moment. We might need it later. No! Why? Fortunately, these spikes don't hurt a ton. But it's like I'm in underwater and moving very slowly now. Have to redo the room. There we go. Alright, safety restored. Energy tanks not only give you an additional 100 energy to work with, they also fully heal your energy tanks. So now's the point where I really want to manage my health. Once I leave the wrecked ship, there's a lot of energy consumption that I need to do, using my health as a resource, and I do not want to have to refill at the ship. Take things extra delicately. There's also a couple, like 3 shine sparks I have to do in here. I guess only one of them is necessary. Hey, thanks, stairs. Sometimes the stairs just like to eat all your momentum. It's nice. Sometimes that shine spark can miss the key hunter, the floating pirate, flying pirate, rather. I'm gonna try to clip through some of these robots. They're moving towards you and you're in iframes, so you can just sort of go through. Like so. Unfortunately, I shot this guy by accident, so I can't get through him. I forgot this missile in my practice run yesterday, so I'm glad I'm remembering it now. We gotta take a little bit more damage to get through this room quickly. It's good it went well, though. I would have taken a lot more damage had I messed that up. Whoa, whoa, I was way off. Alright. Second tries the charm. Click that missile, get this missile. This is one of the harder ones to find because there's just a random super block in the floor that you need to find. Anybody want some pancakes? Alright, that's a tough short charge to get, or shine spark charge to get. And it's time to go bowling. So this chorizo is gonna help us a bit here. Instead of fight us, destroy some of these spikes and then take us downstairs. I forgot to put Spazer back on while I was shine sparking. That's fine. Just a little more efficient to do so. Okay. I wouldn't even bother putting Spazer back on, but there is one thing coming up that requires either Spazer or Plasma Beam to do. And it saves enough time to make it worth the menu. Second reserve tank. So my health is actually looking pretty good right now. That was my main concern. Is to hopefully not be scrambling for health, leaving the wrecked ship. Alright, in our second and last suit, the gravity suit, this is going to up our defense even more, as well as allow us to move through liquids of all kinds without being impeded upon. So before you saw when I was in some water, I was moving really slowly. Now it doesn't matter at all. I just move normally. Oh, I was really hoping to get that mock ball. Lots and lots of shine sparks. My health is really good. I might not even have to use reserves. So just like after the Crocomire fight, I'm going to do another wraparound shot. Use this to line it up. Oh, that didn't work. Try one more time here. There we go. It's an audio cue, and the audio is a bit delayed for me. Oh, I am definitely going to need reserves. Still faster than saving at the ship. This little section is the gauntlet section, one of the toughest areas to locate, I would say, for a casual player, first timer. It's also very dangerous. This acid is the only thing that'll deal any environmental damage to us at this point other than spikes. You want to tell the difference between lava and spikes? The lava looks like bubbling soup and the acid looks like orange soda. Alright, now it's time for a little bit of cleanup. Shoutouts to all the maid cosplayers. I'm gonna go back to Brinstar. There's a lot of things that are power bomb locked here that I couldn't get earlier, but now I have power bombs, so we can collect it all. We're gonna get a lot of energy, a lot of ammo. No more major upgrades, though. Back to some good music. Morph, please. There we go. For the animal lovers out here, we're about to say hi to the Eticules. They'd appreciate it if you said hi to them. Well, unfortunately, be the last time we see them. I'd love to save the animals, but it costs a good 45 seconds, and that's if I'm really good with my movement to do it. Sorry, I'm not going to sacrifice that time. Take some more damage boosts through this room. Somehow managed to avoid those V-toms. Those guys will latch onto you. It actually causes the door transition to take more time to despawn them. If you enter a door with them attached. unfortunately, the other animal, Decora, is in here, but we will not be saying hi. So I was mentioning how he skipped Spore Spawn earlier. You're not meant to shoot the super block from outside, but if you align the camera just right, you are able to shoot it. And so now I'm in the back of where you would normally come out of the Spore Spawn fight. We will never see Spore Spawn. This is a 100% run, but it's actually a 100% item collection. There is also 100% map completion as a different category. And also true completion, which is both item and map completion. Those are all separate things. I am only doing item collection today. This is the more popular, the most popular 100% category. See, I'm like turning around just before items. It actually extends my collision detection out further because it's further behind than in front. It's a neat way to save some frames. One last item in Brinstar after this, and we're out of here. You also might notice that I'm using angle buttons or aiming down before I land on platforms. It's actually either shrinking or extending Samus's collision to land on platforms sooner, or to be able to make jumps you normally wouldn't. I need to put a power bomb down up here badly. I put that power bomb down there because later we'll be coming back this way to collect some the last of actually. Yeah, I guess there is more stuff in Brinstar. A few last things leading into Crateria at the end. Maybe the final cleanup. Oh yeah, we do come back this way. Take that super, please. Now for probably what is the most stumping thing in this game, the thing that gets players stuck the most, is this tube. After you beat Wrecked Ship, you're kind of sent into Meridia and dumped out here. And you're like, hey, how do I get any further? What do I do for progress? And there's no real discernible way to tell that that tube breaks. Oh my goodness. There we go. So from that path, from Wrecked Ship, there is actually an already broken tube, and you're kind of supposed to put 2 and 2 together, that the tube may be able to break. I was having trouble with a technique there called short charging. The speed booster only checks if the run button is being held on one certain frame of Samus's running animation. So if you don't hold run the rest of the time and only press it on and around that frame, you can effectively charge a shine spark at a much shorter distance because you're not running the whole way. And you can do that up to 4 times to decrease the distance. You can also do, that's tapping, and then you can also do something called stuttering. You tap the D-pad instead of just the run button, you can sort of accelerate Samus's running animation without moving a very far distance. Those two techniques combined make a full short charge. A little bit of cleanup on our way to Batoon, the next mini boss we need to fight. We'll be seeing another X Factor there, hopefully. I say another, but I wasn't able to do it on Fantoon to begin with. Batoon should be a problem. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little wild in the menu there, excuse me. Alright. I thought those menus there were going to be a little bit more annoying. But they fortunately didn't bother me much. There's another good room name, Watering Hole. See if I can get this unmorphed down back. There we go. Haven't explained down backs yet, but the core premise is that in a down pose, Samus is aiming downwards under her, you can actually press away from the direction you want to head that direction. So in that case, I was actually holding down and left to move right. Very bizarre, but the mechanic feels really cool when you're executing it. So here's Batoon. Bye, Batoon. Alright, one of the toughest shine sparks on the run here. Hopefully I can get it. I don't know, that ledge grab wasn't very good. Nope. So it's really tough. You need really clean wall jumps there and also a really clean ledge grab to have enough shine spark timer left. Getting all the way across the room is called full halfie. If you're a casual Super Metroid watcher, maybe on a Games Done Quick marathon or something, you probably heard of that one. Of any of the things in Super Metroid. But yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to get it. My ledge grab at the top was just not good enough. Here we are at Dragon, the third golden boss of the run. We're gonna take out the turrets first. These things shoot electricity at you. Electricity balls at you, I guess. You don't. So it's nice to get them out of the way. They also provide a source to quick kill the boss, but I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Just not enough. Oh, shot. Alright, we got a spike suit. There we go. See, I was just kind of stuck there until I activated the Shine Spark. Now I have a charged Shine, like a stored Shine Spark. If I ever do an input that would normally activate a Shine Spark, I'll just do it out of nowhere right now. So I need to be a little bit careful to not accidentally activate it where I don't want it. I've only got to take it a couple of rooms here, so hopefully we won't have an accidental slip up. But you never know. We're going to try to use it to go backwards through the full half-y room here. There we go. So as you can see, I didn't need to do any running start there. Alright, time to clean up the rest of Meridia. We only do one trip of Meridia. It's really inconvenient to come here multiple times. Missed the damage boost there, which is unfortunate because you usually want a damage boost there into this. Trying to use the iframes to get through that ouch in the floor. Yes, that's right, the enemy's name is called Ouch. One of the toughest parts about the route in Meridia is that there's two of these sand pits and they're sort of one way and lead to very polarizing routes or paths on the bottom end. So we kind of got to loop back around the best way we can. We pick up these items, and then the next thing we're getting is what I like to call the luxury item. Spring Ball. Spring Ball is super, super cool. Allows for some really neat speed tech. But the downside to that is that we have to wait through Shack Tool. Now, Shack Tool is everybody's friend. We don't want to hurt Shack Tool. But he's going to dig our way slowly through all this sand. The only thing I can do to speed this up a little bit is at the end there are some snails, and the snails can actually dig through the sand as well. So I'm going to try and aggro one and have it come towards me to make a path. And it only saves about a second if I do it perfectly. Not quite perfect, but it saved time. I'd take a wild guess as to what Spring Ball does. There's your answer. One way or another we'll get up there. Forgot to mention that our prize for defeating Dragon was the space jump. Space jump is probably the most disliked upgrade in Super Metroid. When you're not submerged in water, it works very janky, especially if you don't have the high jump boots. It's just very weird. Doesn't want to work all the time. It can be very annoying when it fails. Non-stop major upgrades here. Next thing we're picking up is the plasma beam. So as you notice, I shot that pirate and didn't do anything. These pirates are designed to say, you know, hey, you've seen these pink guys around here. Now you can actually destroy them. You actually need to kill all the pirates in the room to leave. Through Cack Alley here. Whoops. Oh my goodness. See, that was me pressing jump button and nothing happening twice. Thanks, Space Jump. Ran by this E-tank earlier. We're gonna pick it up now. We're gonna make our way down here again. We're gonna grab some items with maybe a cool trick. We'll see if I can get it. It's really difficult. I was practicing it earlier and only got it maybe 10% of the time. But I'm gonna try. Well, we needed that D-boost. Kind of maybe come with something here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a chance. No! Alright. We fell down quickly enough that we didn't get soft locked. I just barely didn't have enough height to get up there. It's a little bit faster because the Shine Spark has a crash animation you have to wade through, where doing it that way with temporary blue suit allows me to break the speed booster blocks but not have a crash animation. The snail is in the way, man. Put that bomb down. Let's see if it's going to get me across the pit. It's really tough to time. No, I was a little bit early on it. Needed to be a little bit later. And with that, we're cleaned up in Meridia. Oh, please let me by. Alright, just gotta make our way out now. And then at this point, that's where we're gonna go and get that other item in Kraid's lair that I could not pick up earlier. Let's see if I can do this cool spring ball thing. Nope, I didn't even jump. Try and do another speed ball to get my way out of here. This one is really tough. It's a lot tougher than the mock ball I missed earlier. Not even close, but we might get the mock ball at least. That's decent. It's about the middle option for speed. Usually if I make a mistake, it goes a lot worse than that. And we got mouth ball on the way out. mouth ball is just the name of the mock ball coming out of Kraid's lair, because you're literally coming out of the Kraid statue's mouth. We didn't go this way last time we were in Norfair, because we're gonna pick up Ice Beam now that we have power bombs. Nice beam. So I have all the beam upgrades now. And one more item to pick up here in Upper Norfair, and then we'll be going to Lower Norfair. Lower Norfair has the other, possibly most iconic track in this game. Really good music, very stressful. It's a tough jump there. I wanted to hopefully jump through the door to be able to space jump through this room. It's alright though. Alright, I guess my power bomb was too high. Wow, that was 3 things back to back I did not get. Missed the backup of the backup of the backup. It's alright though. Could be worse. None of them were required strategies, fortunately. Here's Lower Norfair, home to Ridley. Probably the easiest boss in the run. He's got some cheese I'll be utilizing. These are all crumble blocks down there, and if I fall down, I'll have to make a big loop to get this missile, so I just said, screw it. I'll spring ball across. Spring ball activates frame 1. So I'll never fall down crumbles as long as I'm in morph and holding jump. Oh, that bomb is not good. Alright. We're good. You just stand on Gold Chorizo's foot and shoot upwards. I guess crouch, not stand. And that's it. Sitting on his foot there basically just makes Gold Chorizo jump backwards in the corner and stay still. You can just lay into it with Plasma Beam. Now he has Screw Attack, the logo that represents the Metroid series. And it is incredibly powerful. It basically one-shots everything it touches. And grants Samus invulnerability while it's active. It also destroys bomb blocks. Whoops. However, if you're in wall jump state, Screw Attack is not active. So you still can't get hit. Mickey Mouse room. The shape of it looks like Mickey Mouse's head. I didn't jump. I tried to jump, but I didn't. Kind of want to stay up in the air here, because that might happen. Damage at this point is almost irrelevant. I have so much health and armor. The only relevancy is I usually don't want to take damage because it's going to stop my momentum. Just killing some of these key hunters here to reduce lag as I use these power bombs. Heading into Wasteland, this room is usually really tough. I'm actually going to get some iframes off of that power bomb to get some running speed. The iframes are actually of the enemy and not me. Nice, was able to clip through the platform. Here are the Metal Ninja Pirates. Very confusing enemy for first-timers. I'm just gonna kind of zigzag around and blast them. Didn't get the jump in time, unfortunately. I was hoping to keep my momentum through this room. Now we enter Ridley. This boss fight isn't difficult to win, but it's difficult to win fast. Pick me up. No, pick me up. So, for whatever reason, Ridley will stay alive at 0 HP until you get picked up. And anywhere between like 10 seconds and 30 or 40 seconds, it'll just blow up on its own. That's more than enough time to kill you while it's actually at 0 HP itself. As you can see, that container in the middle of this room is what the baby Metroid used to be in. So I wonder where the baby Metroid itself is. Ridley no longer has custody of it. There we go, that's much better. Speedball there to break those bomb blocks instead of having to wait for bombs to explode. Cool little strat. Plasma beam is unique in that it allows you to hitbox through enemies. You damage them, giving them iframes, and it lets you run right through them. You can do that with other beams on some enemies, but plasma is just the most consistent of them all. It gives you the biggest window to do so. Mainly because the other than doing a metric heck ton more damage than the other beams, it passes through enemies. Not all enemies, there's some bosses that it won't pass through. Very close to getting that. Ah, too late. Just trying to speedball here and then springball to get up through these bomb blocks in the top corner here, but I was too late on springballing. It's unfortunate. It's one of my favorite strategies. It was invented by the OG speedrunner Hodarubi. Thought to at one point have an unbeatable run of this game because it was so much better than everyone else. But at this point, players that were learning the game then, just starting, are now incredible at this game and have optimized the game well beyond the point of where Hodarubi's run still currently stands. We had Mickey Mouse room, and now we have the Frank or Z room. These guys are called the Three Musketeers, and they're single-handedly responsible for killing more Super Metroid speedruns than any other enemies in the game. Okay, a couple more items to clean up here and fair. Couple missile packs and a reserve tank. We're getting these items now because there's a bunch of lava in this room that I can just simply run through. Last time we were here, we did not have the gravity suit, so this would have been doing damage to me and slowing me down. I have to slowly jump on all those single tile platforms to get out. Would have been a mess. Another tough strategy here. Okay, well, I've messed it up. Just trying to spring ball up in time to catch that waiver and damage boost off of it to the left here, but it is what it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll actually show off a cool glitch here. So normally you're meant to have speed booster. I'm gonna turn speed booster off. I'll be turning it back on in a minute. But you see, these are all speed booster blocks. I'm gonna shoot some of this stuff off screen, and all of a sudden I'm running through them. Give me that back, I wanna go fast. But I always found that really neat. There's actually copies of the room around, and the glitch itself is called PLM overload. What PLM stands for, I have absolutely no idea. But the speed booster blocks in the room copy are actually just shot blocks, so destroying them actually destroys the collision of the speed booster blocks, allowing me to pass through there. That only works from right to left. When you're going in that direction, you can't go it the other way. Again, don't ask me why. This is a really video game. Try and do some space jump, spring ball stuff here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, our last major upgrade of the game. The X-ray scope. Fortunately, I memorized where all the items are, so we didn't need the X-ray scope to find any of them. There are some neat things you can do with the X-ray scope. Most of which are either very slow or not useful in speedrun because you don't get the combination plasma beam with it before any of the bosses are dead that you can use it on. Combination of plasma and charge beam and any of the other beams that matter, and X-ray lets you sort of cancel the iframes of bosses and stuff It doesn't work on Ridley or Mother Brain, and all of the other bosses that work on by the point you can get plasma are dead. And yeah, the other thing is you can get stuck indoors, be clipped halfway inside of them, and then use the X-ray beam to, or the X-ray scope to stand up, and repeatedly do that to slowly climb up walls while out of bounds. But that's really only for glitch categories where you don't have all of the items. We are almost at 100% completion. Right now to make our way over to the Billy Maze Room. It's called the Billy Maze Room because, but wait, there's more. Well, looks like we're doing good on time here. My estimate's an hour and a half. I just went into randomizer mode for a second there and forgot I had screw attack. It's alright though. Really, dude? Using some speed balls here to get through this room quickly. Just the terrain is very awkward. Charge another shine spark here. I said I'm going to charge another shine spark here. What's interesting is you only get a certain amount of time while the shine spark is charged before the charge runs out. But that timer doesn't decrease while you're on an elevator, so I can actually carry it all the way up this elevator and use it here. And get through this room very rapidly. Only 2 items remain. One more super missile pack and one last missile pack. Good news is I did not miss a missile pack, and that is the most likely thing I would miss. So we're at 225 right now, and there's only 230 misses in the game. I say only like that's a small amount. It's actually way too much, and you'll never use that many. Named the 230 missile. Let me out. Alright, there's only one last thing to do. Hopefully we have 100% items. I did not miss any supers or power bombs. Oh my goodness. I was hoping I wouldn't activate the X-ray scope accidentally at all, but here we are. So here's the Golden Four statues. This is how the game gates you into fighting the 4 bosses before getting to the end game. Final area, Torian, the newly constructed area by the space pirates. And this is where they have been cloning and reproducing Metroids. Nice thing about 100% compared to any percent is I don't have to worry about my ammo here. Lots of fast item switching to get through these Metroids quickly. You have to freeze them and then shoot them with a super missile. So these green hoppers, this is a forced cutscene. Because here's the baby. I'm going to try to avoid getting picked up by the baby here. This is a really tough trick, so fingers crossed. All right, we did it. You're normally meant to be caught by the baby there, and it'll drain all your health, and especially in 100%, that's really punishing. You have a lot of health to get drained down. Nice, I got the down back Zeb skip there. So if you actually clip through that Zebitite, the little gate thing that you're supposed to destroy with missiles and stuff, the rest of them just don't spawn. They only spawn one at a time. If they were all there, the game would be so laggy it'd be almost unplayable. So that's kind of how they did a little programming workaround. So in Metroid 1, this would be where the game would end and you would go into the escape sequence. But this is what Torian is really all about. The construction of the true mother brain. Be 20 shots of my memes here. I'm going to try and damage down to between 700 and 799 health. This will do. I'm going to perform a glitch here called stand-up glitch. For whatever reason, if you're in this exact range when you take the rainbow beam damage, you can stand up, damage yourself down, and begin the final sequence where the baby comes to your rescue. Samus looks like she could use some help, but don't worry, it's fine. You're normally supposed to be crouched right now, but as you can see, I can move. And so the actual third phase of this fight starts a lot earlier. You're just normally trapped and stuck to the floor. So I can actually begin damaging Mother Brain here before I get the Hyper Beam and am normally able to stand back up. soft locking the game there. That's not the best stand-up glitch. I missed a lot of shots there. It's tough to see when you're done charging while the baby's on you. But I about cut the fight in half there, at least the third phase of it. Now all there is to do is escape the planet before it explodes. Nice shine spark. Room is really annoying to climb back up without it. And get ready. Time. What's the hotkey? Alright, if we're not in a rush, I'd like to let the credits rock just to see if I actually got 100%, which is unfortunately the very last thing of the entire credits. But it's a great credit sequence. Love the music. Fortunately, yeah, it was like 26:30, 26:29. Not too bad. It's about 3 minutes off my personal best.
Nice.
But yeah, unfortunately, we did not save the animals. You didn't get to see the little pixel leaving the planet. Under an hour in game time. We take that.
We gotta see the verification for 100%, right?
Yeah, if possible.
Yeah, we can
we're
wait.
short on time.
We got time. So up next after this will be Dynamite Duke by D-Tysonator.
I'd like to thank Toronto Top Tiers for letting me do this for y'all. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope I got 100%. Shout outs to all the wonderful creators of this game. It was way beyond its time. In my opinion, one of the most technical Super Nintendo games. I'd say Hagane is pretty close. It's also half the length. I guess one interesting fact here is there's a little fan service at the end. If you're able to clear the game in under, I believe, 3 hours in game time, Samus will show a little skin here. And I think it's 5 hours and she takes her helmet off. Something like that. So if you never died, find out. Shoutouts Deer Force. You never died, you never know that Samus was even a girl. Alright, moment of truth. There we go.
100%. And the run is valid.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice con.